Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to a new music class with Miguel. Now, today is going to be a little bit of a different type of video because it's only going to be for guitar students. Okay, uh, I know we have to be in songwriting, but we also have to continue developing our skills in the instrument. Okay, so the choir students will have a video of their own, and you as guitar players will have a guitar video of your own. So let's begin. Today we're going to do guitar exercises. Okay, what's going to be the objective of this class? Well, first, students will be able to improve guitar technique and chord playing. Yes, we're going to focus on chord playing. We're not going to do melody anymore. Maybe here and there we'll do some exercises involving melody or certain type of exercises that involve that type of playing, but mostly it's going to be primarily focused on chords. Also, students will be able to read tabs for guitar. I'm going to explain what that is later, don't worry. And more advanced students will play a more advanced exercise. So I have prepared two exercises for you. I know that there is a big difference sometimes between some guitar students and the others, so I have accustomed that for you, okay? I will explain everything later, so don't worry. First, how to read tabs, okay? Now, we know how to read the staff with the notes and the quarter notes and the eighth notes, half note, etc. But for guitar, it's very important that we can also learn how to read tabs. Now, it's not that difficult. If you have no idea and you see tabs, you're gonna think it's rocket science, but it's not really that difficult. Once you get the process of it, it's very, very easy. So here you have, for example, on the top, you have the standard notation, which is the staff, with treble, clef, time signatures, and everything. But on the bottom of the picture, you have the tablature. Now, tabs is just short for tablature, but normally you will hear it as tabs, okay? So here you have this tab that represents each string of the guitar. So the one on the top is the first string, then the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, okay? Imagine as if you are looking at the guitar like this. So the first string is the one on top, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay? Continuing, here we have an example of a melody played in standard notation and how it relates to tabs. So here you have all these notes and they are put right here on the tab. So the first note, it says here, this number is on the first string, so we're going to play the first string. On what fret? On the first fret. Why the first fret? Because here it says 1. So we're going to play this. Then we have the second string on the third fret, so we play it here. Then we have the first string on the third fret. And finally, the first string, it says 0. So 0 means open, so like this. And then we have all of these notes right here that are going to be played together. So we put the sixth string, third fret, fifth string, second fret, then fourth, third, and second string open, and then finally the first string, third fret. So this. So this little exercise will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so as I said, these are going to be individual notes played one at a time, one after the other. But this are going to be notes played at the same time, like a chord. Okay, so if they're put horizontally, they're played one after the other. If they're put vertically, they are played at the same time. Okay, let's continue. Now the chords for exercise 1 are going to be these 3. The first 2, you know them already. It's the E chord, which is the one you know. Then you have the A chord. And then you have the B chord. That one is new for you. Also with the A chord. I do the A chord with these 3 fingers, like this. If for some reason it is more comfortable for you to do it with these 3 fingers, like this, go ahead. Okay, it doesn't matter what fingers you use. as long as you are playing the right notes. Okay, and the last chord right here, the B, here it says 2FR. It means the second fret. Okay, so these notes right here are going to be played on the second fret, not the first, like this, on the second fret. And then you have these three notes right here. Let me show you there it is. The fourth, third, and second string are going to be played all on the fourth fret. Why the fourth fret? Because if this is the second, then this is third, then this is fourth. So this is going to be the B. Here it is. Okay, I hope you can see it on my screen, on your screen. That's B. So you have E, A, and B. Okay, so those are the chords we're going to use for exercise 1, which is this one right here. So exercise 1 has like a country type of style. Okay, and you have 4 bars, but you have a repetition bar right here. So that means that you're going to do the exercise 2 times. Okay, you're not going to stop. So I'm going to play the exercise and then I'm going to explain what exactly it says there. Okay, so here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to counting and saying the chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. E. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And that is going to be the first exercise. Okay, you're always going to put for the entirety of the bar the chord, the shape of the chord right there, but you're not going to play everything all together. It depends on what it says on the tab. So all this first bar, which is the E chord, as you can say right here, you're going to play first the 6th string open, and then you play these strings, as they say right here, like this. Then you have this note right here, which is the 5th string, 2nd fret, and then these notes again. So first bar is. Then the same thing with this, okay? The same process but different notes, which is. Then this bar right here with the B chord. Back to the E chord. And then you repeat the exercise without a pause. Okay, it has to be a continuous exercise. So that is exercise 1. That is going to be for the most, for the people who don't play guitar that much. This is going to be the easy exercise. The other exercise, which is exercise number 2, is going to have a funk type of style. Okay. This is going to be more complicated. Why? Because, well, first, it looks more complicated. But then, yes, we're still going to have E, A, and B, but it's going to be different, okay? If you see right here, if you play these notes right here, the 3rd string, 4th fret, 2nd string, 5th fret, and 1st string, 4th fret, you're going to get something like this. Okay? Now, be sure that when you play, you only play those 3 strings. The 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Don't play the 4th, 5th, and 6th because it's different and it's going to sound very, very, very bad. It's going to sound muddy. So when you play it, only play the first 3 strings. Then the A, it says if you play the notes right there, it will be like this. Okay? And then the B is going to be exactly the same shape, but 2 frets more, like this. And then you go again back to E, the first E. Okay, so you have E, then you have A, B, and then E. Okay, and now the rhythm, if you see right here, we have 16th notes, okay? All of them are going to be 16 notes, but the first 4 16th notes are played like the chord I just showed you. But then the next 4, you have these X's. What does this mean? It means that you're going to keep putting your fingers there, but you're going to stop pressing. You're going to just put them there on top of the string without pressing, so that it sounds muted, like this. Okay, so press, this is pressed, and this is muted. Okay, so you have 4 of each. You have 4 pressed, 4 muted, 4 pressed, 4 muted, and that's going to be the pattern for the entirety of the exercise. The same thing with this. You have the 4 pressed on A, which is going to sound like this, as I showed you, but the 4 muted is going to sound like this. Okay, pressed again and muted. Now, how do you read 16th notes? A good way, and there's a word in Spanish that I use so that it's easier to read, that every time you see those 4 16th notes, you count it as the word rapidito. Okay, so if the beat is this, you're going to count 16th notes. It's going to be rapidito, 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 taca, 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 taca. Okay, those are going to be 16th notes. Okay, so if I do the exercise, let me do it slowly at first. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, that was the entire exercise. Okay, so I'm gonna play again only the first bar. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, that was the first bar. If you can see my guitar, let me just put my camera a little bit down so you can see my guitar better. There it is. If you see, I'm going to be pressing at first the strings and then I just take them out, okay? It's a very, very simple movement. Don't take the guitar, like the hand out of the guitar. Just keep it there. You press and then you simply stop pressing. The important thing is that when you play with the right hand, you are not playing the rest of the notes of the guitar. You're only playing the first 3 strings. Again, the first bar. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, then the second bar with A right here is going to be 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, then the third bar is going to be the B chord like this. 1, 2, 3, and. And then finally we go back to E, the first E here. Okay, the right hand is going to do this movement the entire time. It will never stop. What changes is this hand right here. This is going to change the sound of the exercise because sometimes you press, sometimes you release. Sometimes press, release. But this hand will always be like this. Okay, so I'm going to play the entire exercise. Check that right here that it has a repetition bar, so you're going to do it 2 times. So I'm going to do the exercise 2 times entirely. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, that's going to be the entire exercise. Another thing, when you play the A and the B right here, I do it pressing with this only finger the first 2 strings. Okay, the first and second string on the fifth fret in the case of the chord A, and then I just put the other finger, my middle finger, on the third string, sixth fret, like this. I'm having the third string with my middle finger, and then I have both the second and first string with my index finger. The same thing with the B. I just slide from this position to the next. Okay? So that's going to be the second exercise. Now that you know what the two exercises look like, we're going to have a task. And that task is going to be the following. You will record a video of yourself playing the exercise. Now, as I said before, if you're not that good at guitar, just do number one, okay? And send that exercise in the video. But you need to do it correctly, okay? If you only send exercise one, I expect you to do it clean, sounding well, correctly, okay? So you need to practice. Okay, I will appreciate if you want to be challenged with the second exercise, meaning that if you want to go to the next exercise and do that, even if you don't think you're at that level, I will consider. But if you do that, then try your best so that the exercise sounds as perfect as possible, okay? Then if you have some experience with the guitar, and it says there, I know who you are because I know my students and I know who plays better than others. So those that I'm thinking right now, I'm not going to say your name right here in the video, but I know you. I expect you to do the second exercise. I don't want you to do the first exercise and play it safely. Go with the second one, okay? I know who you are and I will expect you. If you, and you know who you are, if you do the first exercise and you send that exercise, I will give you a lower grade, okay? Just because I know you can do the first exercise and I need you to do the second one so you can get better, okay? You have been warned. Now, if you really want to impress everybody, me or the entirety of the class, then you can simply record both exercises and upload both of them to Schoology. That will be the best possible outcome of the entire homework, okay? Now, I will have great considerations for those who do it, okay? So I'm going to really, really consider those that record both exercises correctly. If you do a mess of both of them, it doesn't make any sense, okay? If you're going to do both of them, then practice both of them. Now, this is going to be, today is Friday, the day you're watching this video. So you're going to have until next Friday to upload the video of yourself playing the exercises. That doesn't mean that you're not going to grab the guitar for the entirety of the week and just pick it up on Friday and then record. I'm giving you all that time so that you can practice every day, okay? That's the entire point of having that big of a gap between this video and sending the exercise. Why? Because I need you to practice. If you're not very good, I'm giving you an entire week for you to grab your guitar every day and practice the exercise, okay? If you only can do the first exercise, the easy one, but you still need to practice every day, then grab the guitar and practice every day, okay? You have been warned and you know how it is, okay? I expect you to get your guitar every day and practice so you can send me a nice exercise. Maybe it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be decent. And then I will know that you have been practicing because I know how you all play and I know what you have to do to get better. And if you are better in a video, it will show and I will tell, okay? I am going to know if you practice and I am going to know if you didn't practice. As easy as that, okay? So guys, have a good weekend, practice a lot, and we'll see each other next week. Bye-bye.